I saw a dream of riding a motorcycle, the Royal Enfield Himalayan. So I took the keys, unlocked the motorcycle, cranked the engine, and
I'm back on the road. Hey, what's up guys? So this is Niladri and today I will be doing the review of Royal Enfield Himalayan. Okay, so first thing first, this is the Royal Enfield Himalayan, that is BS4 model. This is the 2018 version BS4. BS4 is compliant and BS4 में इन लोगों ने इस बार EFI डाला है. EFI stands for Electronic Fuel Injected System. So basically this is no more that carbureted like BS3 models. It's totally electronic fuel injected system. जिससे क्या फ़र्क होता है कि कार्बोरेटर में क्या होता है कि कभी कभार बाइक को आप जब ज़्यादा एक्सीलेट करते हो तो उस समय उसका जो तेल का जो फ्लो होता है वो सही तरीके से दे नहीं पाता, इसीलिए बाइक में थोड़ा सा परफॉर्मेंस का जो है वो लैग देखा जाता है, बिकॉज वो ट्यूनिंग अच्छे से नहीं होता है. कई लोग क्या करते हैं बाहर से ट्यूनिंग करवा लेते हैं. सो ड्यू टू दैट रीज़न द प्रॉब्लम इज टू अराइव and when they have put this FI system, now there is no tuning, no nothing, so it's all that fuel will flow. जिस तरीके से आप चलाओगे उस तरीके से आपका फ्यूल जो है ये बाइक कंज्यूम करेगा and hopefully the mileage must have increased a bit. So yes, this is the EFI system BS4 model Royal Enfield Himalaya 2018 edition. Apart from that, they have made a one certain change is that the clutch. Like the clutch, you know, it's feel very smooth. The gearbox is a bit smoother now, but yes, as the DNA problem, genetical problem आप कह सकते हो, still there is a gear problem in the gearbox. कभी कभार क्या होता है कि 2 और 1 के बीच में न्यूट्रल आने में वो प्रॉब्लम होता है. कभी कभार 1 से 2 में जब आप शिफ्ट करते हो हाई गियर पे तो आपका जो है फॉल्स गियर लग जाता है एंड दैट सेम थिंग हैपेंस ऑन द 4th एंड द 5th गियर. सो येस, स्टिल दैट प्रॉब्लम इज़ लाइंग ऑन दिस बाइक. Apart from that, on the handling part, this bike feels very smooth. Like it's very easy to maneuver through this cornering roads and all. अच्छा है बाइक, मतलब I'm riding this bike since last evening and I'm riding it like hell. I'm doing cornering around 50-60, but I must say that the bike is very good. Like the handling is very superb. And it depends how you're riding, what is the experience regarding the cornerings and all, so that also makes a lot of difference. So now moving on some of the good parts and the bad parts too. Well, शुरुआत करते हैं आगे से. This windshield, they have given this windshield, इसका नाम है windshield. क्या करना चाहिए, इसको हवा को रोकना चाहिए, right? But to be honest, I am facing this problem like whenever I am riding more than 80, 90, 100, so this windshield cannot throw away the air on the above of my head. It's literally throwing till here, and जैसे कि दूसरे स्पीड में चलाता हूँ तो आगे का जो हवा है वो ये हवा और वो हवा मिल के फेस में बहुत लगता है. So yes, this is one of the thing. So Royal Enfield, you must look after this. You must change the aerodynamics of this windshield so that कि अगला बार से जब भी हवा आए तो ये सीधा मुंह पे या फेस पे ना आए. Because if you are riding within 40-50 then it's okay, but if you are going more than 80-90 100 then you will be busted by the ears and the wind blowing ahead from you. So yeah, that is one of the drawback of this windshield. Apart from that, let me introduce this bike engine. This engine is 111cc engine, air cooled engine. एयर कूल्ड इंजन वो होता है कि जिसमें आप एक साइड में एक रेडिएटर होता है. मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ. दिस इज़ द रेडिएटर. सो दिस इज़ द रेडिएटर. व्हाट इट डज, जो इंजन का जो ऑयल है जब वो गर्म हो जाता है तो एक पाइप के थ्रू उस रेडिएटर के थ्रू फ्लो करवाता है और बाहर से जो भी एनवायरमेंटल हवा जो बह रहा है वो इस रेडिएटर पे लग के उस ऑयल को ठंडा करके फिर वो वापस इंजन में भेजता है. सो इस मैकेनिज़्म को कहते हैं एयर कूल्ड, जो कि हवा बाहर का हवा से जो है इंजन ठंडा होता है. दैट इज़ नोन एज इंजन विथ एयर कूल्ड, जो कि पल्सर 220 और हिमालयन इसमें देखा गया है. रहा बात, एक होता है ऑयल कूल्ड, उसमें काफ़ी सारे मैकेनिज़म्स होते हैं। उसमें एक कूलेंट, एक ऑयल आता है ग्रीन कलर का, वो डलता है। उसमें थर्मोमीटर्स होते हैं जो कैलकुलेट करता है कितना गर्म हुआ है, उसके अकॉर्डिंग वो ऑयल को बर्न करके वो जो ग्रीन कलर का ऑयल आप डालते हो वो अंदर हीट अप होता है, फिर वो इंजन को ठंडा करता है। सो दैट्स अ डिफरेंट मैकेनिज़्म। वेल, एडवेंचर बाइक्स में ज़्यादातर एयर कूल्ड देते हैं। द रीज़न इज़ इफ़ द बाइक क्रैशेस, तो क्या होगा कि आपका जो एयर कूल्ड है उसमें किसी भी तरह का इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मैकेनिज़्म नहीं है, किसी भी तरह का कोई ऑयल नहीं है, तो क्या होगा, वो फ्लेमेबल नहीं होगा। एंड ड्यू टू दैट रीज़न योर बाइक वोंट कैच फायर। बट इन स्पोर्ट्स बाइक, कॉज वो ज़्यादा सीसी के बाइक्स होते हैं, सो स्पोर्ट्स बाइक में बेसिकली हाई आरपीएम होता है, हाई बीएचपी होता है, सो उसी के वजह से वो बाइक हीट भी ज़्यादा होता है। सो इन केस अगर वो बाइक अगर कभी क्रैश होता है, so there's a chances of catching fire in the radiator. Talking about the cc, it have got 411 cc, as I told you. Cc stands for cubic capacity, whereas it have got a 24.5 bhp. bhp stands for braking horsepower. अभी आप बोलोगे ब्रेकिंग क्या होता है, हॉर्स पावर, तो चलो पता चल गया ब्रेकिंग हॉर्स पावर क्या होता है। वेल, दैट्स अ लॉन्ग प्रोसेस, मैं किसी और वीडियो में आपको ये बात बता दूंगा। एंड इट हैव गॉट 32 न्यूटन मीटर ऑफ टॉर्क। ओ माई गॉड, आई मीन लाइक द टॉर्क, लिटरली आई एम वेरी हैप्पी विद द टॉर्क। आई मीन लाइक द वे आई accelerate, I can feel that the bike is pulling. So I really appreciate that they have given such a high torque in this bike. 32 Nm of torque at the rate 4250 rpm, and bhp is around 6500 rpm. So basically at the end of the moral of the story is 24.5 bhp at the rate 6500 rpm and 32 Nm of torque at the rate 4250 rpm. So yes, that was all about the engines from the engine side. Now talking about the stability, ride control, brakes, ये सब का मैं बात करूँगा। चलो बात करते करते I have reached this place. Well, this place is known as Rongtong, and the road that I'm taking right now is Shiva Khola. This is in Sukna, Siliguri, West Bengal. So I'm riding this bike now on the Shiva Khola road. Basically, I love to do motovlogging in this kind of roads, cause as you can see, this road literally gives you challenges, and I love challenges. So yes, now talking about the handling, this bike really handles very smoothly. I mean like क्या गड्ढे, क्या potholes, कोई फ़र्क ही नहीं पड़ता इसको। I mean like due to the upright handlebar, जैसे इसका जो handlebar है ये आप देख सकते हो कि ये काफ़ी ऊंचा है, आपको ऐसे पकड़ना पड़ता है। So this kind of handlebar gives you a very comfortable riding posture. So as you can see that this handlebar is a bit on the upper side, it's an upside handlebar. So इस तरह का हैंडल बार जो है वो बेसिकली एडवेंचर बाइक्स में दिया जाता है, एंड दे आर वेरी हेल्पफुल, दे विल नॉट पुट यू डाउन। आई मीन लाइक जैसे मैं अभी कितना कॉर्नरिंग्स कर रहा हूँ ऑफ रोड में, ये में, तो मुझे एक पल के लिए भी वो फील नहीं हो रहा कि बहुत मशक्क़त नहीं करना पड़ रहा मुझे बाइक को चलाने में। इट्स वेरी ईजी फॉर मी टू मैन्यूवर थ्रू दिस हेयर पिन बेंड्स एंड ट्विस्ट एंड टर्न्स, एंड एज दिस बाइक हैव गॉट अ हाई टॉर्क. And oh my god, I must say that this is a really good torque they have provided, Royal Enfield. I mean like just look at the torque. I mean like I'm pulling the bike and the bike is not even hesitating. बहुत सारे बाइक क्या होते हैं, आप एक्सीलरेटर करते हो लेकिन बाइक भागती ही नहीं है यार. So this is not that part. Now talking about this kind of potholes and off-roads, this bike have got 220 mm of ground clearance. I mean like 220. 220 mm का ground clearance आपको रॉयल एनफील्ड हिमालय में मिल रहा है. That's a very good thing. I mean like you shouldn't be bothering about कि मैं इधर जाऊँ उधर जाऊँ, इधर पत्थर होएगा उधर वो होएगा. आपको किसी भी तरह का कोई टेंशन ही नहीं लेने का. मस्त गाड़ी निकालो और उबर खबर रोड को इनवाइट करो कि आई एम कमिंग टू यू, सो बी रेडी. सो पॉटहोल्स में कुछ फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता है इतना हाई ग्राउंड क्लियरेंस का. सो नाउ टॉकिंग अबाउट द पॉटहोल्स, आई मस्ट से दैट द फ्रंट सस्पेंशन इज़ वेरी स्मूथ, वेरी सॉफ्ट. आई मीन लाइक गड्ढे में से अगर मैं लूँ तो मेरे को उतना पता भी नहीं चलता है कि गड्ढा कितना गहराई में था, क्या था। कॉज जो सस्पेंशन है वो काफ़ी अच्छा है, मतलब काफ़ी अच्छा है। आई रियली अप्रिशिएट दैट दी suspension they are provided, and the kind of suspension they provided on the rear side, I mean like the back, is the monoshock. Basically adventure bike से monoshock suspension ही दिया जाता है ताकि to maintain the balance, to maintain the stability on the road. cause एक शॉकर होता है तो वही होता है, जिस गाड़ी में दो शॉकर होता है वो डिसबैलेंस करवा सकता है आपका बाइक को. so that is the reason monoshocks are basically recommended for this kind of adventure bikes. I'm not happy with the brakes. I mean like if I tend to brake, see it's not stopping that progressively, cause I mean like come on man, it's a 411cc engine. See this, I got skidded, right? so ये थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम है रॉयल एनफील्ड के जेनेटिक्स में कि इनके ब्रेक्स उतने अच्छे नहीं होते, उतने रिलायबल नहीं होते हैं. लाइक व्हाट यू से, आई एम टोटली डिसअपॉइंटेड विद द ब्रेक्स. आई एम लाइक यहाँ मारो तो वहाँ रुकता है, फिर तो कभी कभार तो रुकता भी नहीं है. वो तो अगर मतलब ऐसा हो गया है कि लगा तो लगा, नहीं तो खुदा भरोसे. सो so you should be careful about this kind of bikes before you buy. No doubt the bike is very good, but there are some drawbacks in the bike. So yes, make sure you keep it in that mind. Now talking about the off-road, I love off-roading, and this kind of off-road, hi, big stones and all. It's really fun to ride this kind of bike because you have got a 220 mm of ground clearance, and what you need more. And you have got such a good suspension. And talking about the seat, cause sometimes the suspension, wow, what a beautiful place, man. Seriously, it's all greenery all around. So talking about the suspension, the rear suspension have got monoshock, but you don't need to worry about that because you have got a very soft cushioning seats. I mean like the seats that Royal Enfield Himalayan have provided is very soft. I mean like you don't need to bother about your bumps, that मेरा bumps में दर्द होगा, balm वाम लगाने पड़ेंगे, spray लगवाने पड़ेंगे. Don't need to bother about anything because Royal Enfield have given total priority to the bumps of the customers, because the kind of seats that they have provided is very soft, it's very cushioning. You don't even feel where the potholes and the other things are going through by. हालांकि दूसरे जो मॉडल्स है रॉयल एनफील्ड के, क्लासिक 350, 500 एंड बाकी सारे जो मॉडल्स हैं उनमें आपको सीट में थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम फेस करना होगा. बट इन दिस काइंड ऑफ बाइक बेसिकली, स्पेशली ऑन दिस हिमालयन, you don't need to bother about it. Now talking about the tires, they have given C8 blockhead tires. Basically जो grip का जो shapes है वो काफ़ी blockheaded है. So they does pretty good job in the off-road and on the normal terrain roads and all. So they does the job perfectly. Now talking about the wheel, the wheels are very gigantic, it's very huge. You don't need to bother about कि चक्का किसी गड्ढे पे घुस गया तो निकलेगा कि नहीं. You don't need to bother about that. And but they have provided spoke wheels. Well, basically now a lot of people might get disappointed कि spoke wheels से they could have provided alloy wheels. Well, एक चीज़ याद रखना, जो कि adventure bikes होते हैं basically they are made for off roads and rough terrains. So जब आप ऐसे rough terrains में चला रहे हो and in case आपका चक्का बाई चांस किसी बड़े से कोई गड्ढे में अगर गिर जाता है, सो आपका जो रिम है वो बेंड होने का चांसेस काफ़ी ज़्यादा होता है, राइट. सो वंस इट गेट बेंड या फिर क्रैक, आप उसको ठीक नहीं करवा सकते हो. एंड ऑलवेज रिमेंबर, एलॉय व्हील्स वाले जो टायर होते हैं वो हमेशा ट्यूबलेस होते हैं. एंड थोड़ा सा भी गैप होगा तो जो टायर है वो हवा निकाल देगा एंड योर टायर इज़ फ्लैट, योर रिम इज़ ब्रोकन, यू आर स्क्रूड, यू कैन नॉट डू एनीथिंग. बट इन दिस एडवेंचर बाइक हिमालयन, इसमें आपका इन लोगों ने स्पोक व्हील्स दिया है. सो दैट हैव ए प्लस पॉइंट. इन केस अगर ये बाइक किसी भी बड़े से कोई गड्ढे में अगर गिर भी जाता है, सो यू डोंट नीड टू वरी, रिम बेंड हो जाएगा, स्पोक्स जो वो ढीले हो जाएंगे, चक्का कांपना शुरू हो जाएगा, बट योर जर्नी वोंट स्टॉप. यू कैन एटलीस्ट मैनेज टू गेट बैक टू योर होम और टू एनी नियरेस्ट mechanic where you can tighten your spokes again, and again your rim will be back to normal as compared to the new. But yes, एक बार अगर alloy wheels टूट गए तो वो कभी नहीं होते. Yeah, but I am very disappointed with one thing, that is the tube tires. I'm like, come on, we are in the 21st century, Royal Enfield, come on, you are providing tube tires, whereas even scooties and the small scooters are getting tubeless tires. Tubeless tires are very reliable, no matter अगर उसमें अगर कुछ कोई भी अगर पंक्चर होता है, then we can rectify it within using very small tools. But अगर ट्यूब वाले टायर अगर पंक्चर होते हैं, then it's very hectic. So please look after the tire matter कि आप in case अगला बार से BS5 norms वाला अगर आप निकालते हो तो make sure that you provide a tubeless tires, please. That's a very must necessary thing. Well, moving from that, the mileage of the bike I'm getting is 30 and 28 to 30, and this kind of terrains I will be getting mileage of around 25 to 26. That's an honest review. And on highway, if you're cruising around 85 to 90, which I would say it's nothing. Himalayan के लिए 9500 में cruise करना is nothing, cause it have got 411cc engine, right? So for this kind of engine, 80-90 is nothing. It's like cruising a bike at 40-50. So yes, when you cruise your bike around 85 to 90, then you get a mileage of around 35 approximately. Not 35, if more than 35, because it depends how you ride. The more you brake, the more you press the clutch and all, you won't get a good mileage. So now moving to some of the other components of this bike is, मैं खड़े होकर के बताता हूँ, बहुत चला लिया बाइक. So one thing that I really liked about this bike, let me give you a demo. Okay, this console meter, these are really very attractive. This shows you the kmph mode, and the down part which you see below this shows you the miles per hour. So in India we basically follow the kilometer per hour. So this is the 0, 20, 40, 60, this is the kilometer per hour, and below this you see that 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, and it's 100. So this kind of odometers are used within miles per hour. So what they provided is this gear indicator. I really appreciate Royal Enfield providing to the gear indicator, cause when I put this 1, see, it's 1, it shows 1, but yeah, the showing of 1 neutral is bit a fraction of second lagging. Like if you have neutral your bike, it will show you after 1 second that N button or N light will glow. And apart from that, if you are shifting your gear, second, see, I've already shifted, then it shows 2. So the gear indicator lags this kind of component, the lights that glow, it lags a lot. A big thumbs up for this fuel indicator or fuel meter, which shows that how much fuel you have. And the most tiny and the sweetest part of this bike is this, the what do you call the gyroscope or whatever you call this, that it shows that right now I'm in the north direction, or sometime it is in the northeast direction. So basically this shows east, west, north, south. So as you can see, north, west, west, southwest, southeast. So this shows that at which direction you are moving. It have got trip A, and the best thing is that it shows you how much average you're getting. It shows 22 trip B, and even it's showing that how much average I'm getting. So it's 20 to 21 average that I'm getting. Big thumbs up for this side stand indicator. Like if your stand is on the side stand, then it will glow, and if you're putting a stands down, then it will go off. It shows that how much temperature, the outer temperature is. It's now 44 degrees Celsius. It have got a tiny time which shows you what time it is. So this console looks very new, very updated version of a Royal Enfield. I hope so that we get to see this kind of console in the other bikes of Royal Enfield. One good thing regarding the safety measure that I really loved about the Royal Enfield is अगर आपका stand लगा हुआ है, अगर आपने बटन दबा के स्टार्ट किया, स्टार्ट हो जाएगा, but the moment you clutch and give one gear, your bike will get off. So the reason is bike एक gear में start नहीं होगा. Okay, the moment I pull up the side stand and then I start the bike and I press the clutch, make it to one gear, it won't stop. But the moment I put down the stand, the bike will go off. So basically this is a very updated thing I really liked about it. And yeah, these mirrors here, these mirrors are so tiny that I cannot see the world behind me. I just need to adjust again and again and again and again. So this is one of the drawbacks of this bike. Now let me get on of the bike and let me show you something in case if I have missed. Brakes are not that good, to be speaking honestly. Brakes are not that good. It's that it don't have any that punching, that punch when you press the brake. This is a blockhead tires. This grips are very good. Suspension is very good. This is the daytime running lamp. I'm like in this BS4 model we get to see that all the bikes that are coming in the BS4, the headlight always remains glowing whenever the key is on. So this is the air cooled radiator which cools down the engine oil through the air. And moving apart, the components that they have used in this bike is pretty good. The seats are very soft. It's very soft. See how soft it is. And apart from that, what to say more? The rear tire is pretty good, does a decent job. The brakes are not that good. It have got a spoke wheels. The silencer looks an ordinary silencer. It seems like that someone have purchased this silencer from a garage and he have fixed this silencer. I'm like, they could have maintained a well finished silencer. It have got a rear disc pads. So yes, big thumbs up for this. What else? That's the Himalayan, Royal Enfield Himalayan BS4 model. So yes, they have done a pretty good job. I really appreciate the changes that they have made it over these generations. And yeah, that's all. So एक चीज़ नहीं हुआ इस बाइक का, वो है इसका स्पीड टेस्ट. इसका टॉप स्पीड क्या है वो अभी तक पता नहीं चला है, राइट? सो लेट्स गो टू अ प्लेस वेयर वी कैन look for the top speed, right? Yes, finally I'm on the plain roads down from the mountains. So yes, I must tell you one thing, that this bike have got only 5 gears. This engine is equipped with only 5 gears. So yes, it is a 5 gearbox. Well, I would have expected a 6 gearbox from this bike. Anyway, never mind. Even the gear ratios are longer. So yes, जो काम 6 gear करता है वो काम इस गाड़ी में 5 gear कर देता है. So yes, with all that said, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have liked this video, if you can click on the like button. If you have disliked, then you can dislike this video. अगर किसी को कुछ बोलना है, कोई suggestion छोड़ना है, then you can easily leave your comments in the comment section below. And yes, you can follow me in Insta, that is Bike and Niladri. You can also follow my Facebook page, that is Bike and Niladri. And you can follow me on Twitter, that is Niladri13. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. Once again, ride out, ride safe, and that's the top speed of this bike. Have a look. It's on the 4th gear and it's 125. 5th gear. It's going to touch 140, 140, 140, 140, 140. अरे यार बच्चे लोग हैं ना यहाँ पे. हाँ. Anyway, so yes, I have managed to get 135. So 140 आराम से उठ जाएगा ये. So no need to bother about it. So yes, thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care. Once again, ride hard, ride safe.